Welcome one, welcome all. You guys have entered another episode of the Cheesecake and Cakes podcast. Unfortunately, we'll be out. We won't have Kobe today leading us off. This is me. I'm Chuck. I'm joined by my best friend for the last 40 years, Troy Marshall. I got my two boys, Drew and Noah. We're going to talk a little Eagles preview as they play the Commanders this week. Super excited after that last game. I'm going to just lead it off with a couple of things before I throw it to you guys. After the last few days, I worked from home a couple of days, and I had the game. I replayed it in the background, and initially, after watching the game the first time, I was like, man, they're playing the Raiders, and they win 30-something-0, whatever. Doesn't mean anything. But after a rewatch, I'm a little bit more encouraged about what may be happening going forward with the team. The reason why, I saw less penalties from the previous game. I saw a little bit more creation in the offense. I saw Jalen running more. I'm glad, and granted, they were up big, so I totally get it. But they were relying on the running game a lot more. Now you look at the final numbers with the running game. I think they're under 4 yards a carry, but I think those last few carries at the goal line brought that average down a little bit. But pretty much they ran the ball a ton, controlling the tempo. And again, it was against the Raiders, but like I said, there were signs of hope. And I wasn't feeling this way initially after watching the game live. But this after rewatch, I'm pretty encouraged about what they may do against the Commanders and just going forward. Troy, what's your thoughts on that?
Troy, you're muted.
Troy, how about Noah? You got thoughts on that, Noah?
I agree with you. It seemed like we had a little bit more of an identity last game compared to the rest of the year. They attacked on the weaknesses of the defense instead of just like running what they want to run like they have been doing most of the year. They look more like the Eagles that like I have been watching the past couple of seasons. So yeah, I'm definitely a little more optimistic for the rest of the year. Even though I thought the season was over after the Chargers game, but we'll see. The Commanders aren't that good, but I feel like they could still give us a little bit of a struggle. Our big test is against the Bills in a couple of weeks, so I'll see how things.
I have some thoughts about that. I wanna get your thoughts on it. Troy, are you back with us, Troy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts? You after a few days of kind of like letting that Raider win sink in. Any thoughts on, how the team plays? Do you still feel like, hey, it was just the Raiders? You feel a bit better about the team now?
Slightly better. You know what? And a big reason is because I don't know if you guys watch Get Up, but when the Dallas Cowboys beat the Raiders, they were talking about what a great win it was for the Cowboys. And even though it was the Raiders, it was, how they played, they shut them down. The offense looked great. And then when the Eagles beat the Raiders, the conversation totally shifted to, well, it was just the Raiders. Like, I want to see it again next week for the Eagles.
Hold up. And did they mention this on First Take, or this is your take?
It's not First Take. It was Get Up. It was Mike Greenberg's.
Was this your take on this, or
no?
Were they talking about this?
This is what they were talking about.
Interesting.
And it kind of got me like, wait a minute now. Like, they played the same team, same bad team. The Eagles demolished them. They crushed them in a more dramatic way than Dallas did. Like, what? Why are you talking? Why are you like just throwing mud on the Eagles' name, right? So then I started thinking about the actual game, and I'm like, yeah, like the defense played great. You don't I don't care who you're playing against. You keep a team to 75 yards of total offense. That's you're doing something. You're doing something great. So yeah, like I feel a little bit better. Again, I still need to see it against Washington. But overall, yeah, I feel better about the win.
I do too.
Can't hear that.
Okay, give me 1 second.
So, Drew, I do have a question for you, Drew.
Yes.
And actually, this is for Drew. Actually, anybody but Kobe. What was your take on when Jalen Hurts had his press conference that he was wearing a Yankee hat?
He's not the first person to do that. I mean, Iverson wore a Yankees hat all the time.
I'm not talking about Iverson. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. What was your did you feel like, hey, that was fine? It's what it is.
It is what it is. So like me personally, I wear only Phillies caps just because of the teams. Some people just wear it just for the caps for fashion.
Mm.
For Jalen Hurts, if wearing a Yankee cap means gets us another win, if that gets him in the mindset, I will swallow a little pride and be like, it is what it is.
Why is that such a big deal? Him wearing the cap.
I'm just asking questions, Troy. I'm not judging. Kobe, did you make that your screensaver, the Jalen Hurts with the Yankee hat on?
I didn't see it. He wore a Yankee
You
hat.
didn't see it
In the press conference, he wore a Yankee
in
hat.
the press conference.
Yeah.
I thought that'd
Dude,
be like
Yankee
your
hat?
iPhone screensaver.
I didn't think of him as a baseball guy. I didn't know he even watched baseball.
No, he's just wearing a cap. The coolest cap is
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
Yankees cap, I guess. In certain
He
worlds.
couldn't get a Phillies hat in Philadelphia.
It doesn't
Am
look
I
as
making
good.
too much of a big deal of it?
Yankees hats look better. It just doesn't look as good.
Yankee hats are oversaturated and played out. And
Kobe, I'll send you a screenshot, Kobe, of it. It's pretty unsettling. Let me
Kobe,
ask you
who
guys
raised you?
A good man.
let me ask you a question, guys.
Yeah.
Let's say we'll start this way. Let's say the Eagles finish strong. Let's say they win the two Commanders games. It's gonna ask a lot for them to go to Buffalo and win that game. But if they win 2 out of the 3, fine. They go in the playoffs strong, however they end, but they look normal. They look like a normal team. Does Kevin Petrillo keep his job next year? I know that's a lot. That's a lot of ifs. But do you think he'll give his job next year?
Probably.
I think it depends on how they look. Like, I think the past few weeks we've seen the offense. We've seen flashes. I don't want to say that we've seen a linear growth in the offense, but we've seen flashes that they've been breaking bad habits. As far as the creativity, I think we've seen more creativity from the offense. So if we
Yeah, I agree. Kobe, I was saying the same thing before you got on that the offense has looked a little bit better. The bad habits of like all these bad penalties have been just less penalties, which is great. So I agree with you. A lot of ifs, but it's trending, and I think Noah mentioned this in a podcast before. It's trending that Kevin Petrillo might be like getting better at his job. And if that's the case, he might be here next year, which is hard to believe, but we'll see how the season ends.
I think though there's only so much room for growth because of how long the season is. We have the number 1 seed, but we also in our division.
If we're lucky, we're going to get the 3 seed. We won't have the number 1 seed.
But like in our division, no.
Oh yeah, in our division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In our division, I'm talking about. So that has merit for something.
Yeah.
But depending how we play getting into the playoffs, I think that really determines his eligibility for employment with us next season.
Yeah.
If there is improvement going on throughout the rest of the season, and even with training, so be it. I'm not opposed to change, getting someone different. So I think that's really up to the staff. I think that's really up to the players.
Yeah, it
And
won't be up to the players. I think it's going to be up to the owner and the GM if he stays or not. Maybe a little Sirianni, but we'll see. It would be nice. And no, what do you think? It would be nice to have Jalen have an offensive coordinator for 2 years in a row. That's just not something that he's had for a while. So keeping him might be not terrible. What do you think?
Wait, I'm sorry. Who are we talking about?
Kevin Botrullo. Like if
Okay.
the Eagles like finish strong, there's a possibility he may still be offensive coordinator next year. And I'm saying it may not be a terrible idea having Jalen have offensive coordinator 2 years in a row.
All right, go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
If we win the Super Bowl, then he can stay.
That's fair. On that though, let me ask you guys this question. What is like the where does the Eagles season end that you say, okay, listen, this is acceptable. I won't go crazy. First round win, second round win, NFC Championship game, or Super Bowl? Like, where are you okay with them ending the season where you won't like burn down the city?
Super Bowl win.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. So it's Super Bowl bust. NFC Championship game.
For Kevin Patullo, yes, for sure.
Yeah,
for him.
No, not to keep him. I'm talking about just in general. Would you be happy?
And like I'm not gonna be happy no matter unless we win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So it
I
has to
just
be
want
Super Bowl.
I feel like that's what any team's mindset should be though. Like, why would we be happy like losing? And
Not lose, but like the way this team has been played all year, they weren't trending to be a Super Bowl team.
well, we should be. We've been playing
Troy,
down.
what about you?
Me?
Troy, what about you? Yeah,
Yes.
where are you okay with them landing?
They need to win the Super Bowl
Wow.
because you got the inconsistency within the season.
Yeah, I think
I just think, you have a limited window. Every team has a limited window. They have a prime opportunity to go back to back this year, especially with the NFC being basically the whole NFL being wide open. They should have been running roughshod over this league, and they haven't been, and it's mostly because of the offense, right? So,
that's a good point.
For me, it's the Super Bowl. You have to go back to the Super Bowl. You have to win. Anything short of that, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, I can't argue that because the NFC is not that tough. The AFC, there's no Mahomes. There probably won't be a Burrow. There might not be a Steven Jackson.
You mean Lamar?
Lamar Jackson. I'm sorry, Steven Jackson. No Lamar Jackson. So it is right there for them to take it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. So on that note, let's say there's some scenarios. Let's say Eagles win on Saturday. They clinch the division. They lock into the third seed. Not lock in, but like they're guaranteed the third seed. There's a chance. It's almost impossible to get the number 1 seed, but they have a chance to get the 2 seed. So I guess if they get the 2 seed, they need the Bears to lose twice and Green Bay to lose once, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after you clinch that third seed, are you going for that number 2 seed? Or are you gonna like rest starters? What would you do? Would you go for it, or would you try to rest the team?
I don't think they can afford to do that. Like, they need to go into the playoffs playing their best football. I don't think they're in a position where they can afford to sit Jalen Hurts or Saquon or AJ Brown and then expect them to show up and play their best football in round 1 of the playoffs. That doesn't sound realistic for this team. Maybe if they were rolling like they were last year, and you have the 1 seed locked up, or you're content with being the 3 seed, but not this year.
So if that's the case, Cole, they have to win out to get the number 2 seed. They have to win out, and like I said, Bears need to lose twice, which is possible, and they need Green Bay to win once, lose once, which is possible as well. So they're not, even if they get the 2 seed, let's say they're not getting a bye. So they're not getting an opportunity to even like rest their players. Are you okay with that? Like them not even like getting even a fake week off? You want them to play through the season and then rumble through the playoffs?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Anyone disagree with that?
I don't disagree, but I can see both sides of the coin. You want them to keep, if they're playing well going into the playoffs, you want that to keep. You want that to continue, right? But the last thing you want is you have the number 2 seed locked up. You're in the last game, and somebody gets hurt. Right?
Mhm.
That's the last thing you want. So,
Oh, you were asking if they had it locked up, like
If they have the number 3 seed locked up, not the number 2 seed, would you want them to go for the number 2?
Oh no, I think you have to. Yeah. But if they were like set in stone with their seed and they couldn't say they had the 2 seed, they couldn't get the 1, they couldn't drop down any further, then yeah, you would rest your guys in that last game.
Yeah, that I can see, but I don't know if they're going to be in that position. I think they might have to decide, are we going to go for this number 2 seed? That means playing all the starters the last 3 games. Because I think Chicago plays. No, if you can look that up for me, I think they have a couple tough games ahead of them. And look up Green Bay's schedule as well. As Noah looks that up, just on that rewatch that I was watching, a couple of things stood out for me. Besides the play calling getting better, and besides the penalties being less. I don't watch all 22. I just don't. I don't have like, I'm not that interested. I want to hear commentators. I want to hear like the crowd. I want to like kind of be into it. The way I can tell, especially offensive linemen and cornerbacks, the way I can tell if they're doing well is if I don't hear their names at all.
correct.
And 2 of them, we talked about Adoree Jackson last podcast. He seems to be playing better. You don't hear his name as much. The other is Tyler Steen. The offensive line is maligned, and people say, well, the only change in the offense was really having Tyler Steen play right guard. But you don't hear his name that much. He seems to be playing well. But there's one thing, and I'm sure you guys noticed this. He's the one. So when the Eagles are usually when they're on the road, when they're either in shotgun or they're in pistol, Tyler Steen is the one looking back at Jalen.
Mhm.
And when Jalen's ready to go, he taps the center. He taps Cam on the butt to snap the ball. Now, listen, I'm not a brain surgeon, but I would think like if I'm a defensive lineman, I could that's easy to time. I mean, what are we doing here? Like I've never seen it. I've never seen that.
They do that when they do a silent count, like when they're away. And
when they're away. Is there something? I guess is there something?
I don't like it, but I really don't like it because they always like wait till the end of the snap the play clock to like snap the ball. That's what I'm worried about. They always wait till like there's 1 second left, so it's like everyone just times it.
Yeah,
That's
to me. Did you see it?
We've been doing that.
I don't remember seeing it the last game.
We did.
They
that
were
last
home, so maybe didn't do it.
We did that last year too.
Yeah, we did do it last year. Like,
well, who was the guy? Was it
Beckton?
Beck? He was okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. They can't go with something else.
I don't know. It seems to be working for him. Like it's not like
Last year it worked. Nothing worked this year, so let's not say that.
oh, that's fair.
I'm just saying, like, if I'm a defensive lineman, I don't know when they're gonna snap the ball. Of course, it's not.
They don't snap.
Might
They
be a
don't.
disadvantage.
He's not supposed to snap it right after he does that, but they always wait till he just does that when the QB's ready, and then he just snaps it whenever. But they always wait till there's 1 second left, so it's usually he taps it and then he just snaps it just like that. Because there's only 1 second left on the snap.
Whatever. I guess my overall point was I think Charlie Steen is playing okay. I just haven't heard his name, and I think Adoree Jackson is playing well too. However, did you guys see the report about Slay possibility coming to the Eagles like soon?
No.
Yeah, that was who had it? What's that tall guy's name that reports on the Eagles?
Not Jeff McClain.
Not Jeff McClain.
John.
The other dude, good-looking guy. John, is it John?
What did you say? Good looking guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I forgot his
NBC?
name, but yes, that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he reported that the Eagles and Slay are like mutual interest, and it's something intimate that's going to happen. So
He is tall. I rode an elevator with him at a Sixer game.
yeah,
He's a tall guy.
Would you say he's good looking?
No.
Okay.
I just noticed that he was tall.
He's attractive, man. I mean, I'm secure in my manhood. I don't mind saying that.
Okay, that's fine. But I didn't notice that. That's not something I noticed first off.
Pause.
No pause. So yeah, so that might be happening. Any reaction to that? Like, is it whatevs?
Well, with Slay,
Yeah.
I like it. Like, listen, the more quality players you can have, and I don't know how much he has left, but I'm sure whatever he has left, he's going to give all of it to the Eagles if he shows up, right? So the more quality players that we can get, the better. I don't need to see him play the whole game. He could split some reps with Adoree Jackson.
Yeah.
That'll keep Adoree Jackson fresh, or to keep Slay fresh. To me, that would be a win-win.
Yeah.
I don't see how it would be a negative.
Yeah. Speaking of like quality players, again, this is all from the rewatch. Again, I worked from home twice this week, watching the game. There's two players I want to like just point out. I thought played really well. Ironically, both of them are third round picks. One is Nakobe Dean, which I'm not going to go crazy because I talked about him last podcast.
Talk about him every podcast.
I talk about every podcast because he's I don't know what the Eagles need to do, but I think they need to keep the brother. He's really good.
Yeah, I know what the Eagles need to do. Just pay him. Just pay him.
Well, it's a salary cap league, so it's going to be hard.
Oh, you and the salary cap. Listen,
Jeffrey Lurie,
he's going to have to go over the salary cap. He has to pay something. I don't know if you can go over the salary cap in football without.
I don't think you can. Right? So, you got to start cutting players.
You got to figure something out. You got to keep them. I say
you got to keep them. The other third round pick is Jalix Hunt. He played like his hair was on fire in that game.
Yeah, and he's been playing well for a few weeks now.
Yeah, I think he's playing better than who's the other guy on the edge? The other what's his face?
Campbell?
No.
Phillips?
Oh,
no.
Moyo?
Smith, yeah.
Oh.
I think he's playing better than him.
I think he's had a handful of big plays.
You might be right, but I just think, again, third round pick. He seems to be doing. They're just killing it, and I hope they figure out a way to kind of keep Nakobe. I think he's great. There's a couple more things from me, and then if you guys have something you want to talk about, you certainly can. Do you guys know who
No.
Nikki Bell is?
The wrestler?
Yes.
What about
Yeah,
her?
She's can I
Oh,
tell?
Nikki.
You know where I'm
Bella.
going with this?
Yeah, I do know. I do
Nikki
know.
Bella? It's Bella.
Is it Bella?
Nikki
Nikki
Bella.
Okay,
Bella.
Nikki Bella. I don't watch wrestling. So you guys know who she is?
No.
Yes.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
She used to date John Cena.
Okay.
But now she dates
The
somebody.
Bella twin
Apparently-
from
Yes.
WWE.
Apparently. Go ahead, Chuck.
Oh,
No,
no.
you wanna announce it, Troy?
Oh no.
Apparently, she's dating Cooper DeJean. Apparently.
yeah.
I don't know how true that is, though. Like,
Get her away from him. Get her away from him.
I
She's gonna
saw
fuck
that-
up the chi. She's gonna
I
fuck
saw
up the
that from an
chi.
Eagle site that I saw that from an Eagle site that's not that reputable. So
I mean, the New York Post.
Is she an Eagles
But
fan?
they
She had like
picked it up.
Eagles
They
gear
picked
on.
it up.
She and her sister are Eagles fans.
He's an Eagles fan.
Yeah, she and her sisters. I forgot why.
They
They're
took a
only-
picture together. And
They're only saying this because she was like sitting in his locker, like on Instagram, like on the.
yeah, and like they took a picture together, and now they're getting married. Like you know how social media is right now today, in this
True.
day and age.
As a social media director, you need to dig into this.
Sure, I will dig into
She's
this.
She's
She's
44.
not. She's not good for us. She's not good for us.
She's
Why?
44. I
Why
think
is
he's
she bad
20.
news? Drew, why is she
22?
bad news?
You know. All right. Here's my thing. Here's my thing with. I mean, I don't know her as a person.
She could be a lovely woman.
She could be a lovely person.
Big Philadelphia sports fan. She goes to Flyers games too.
Yeah. Yeah, like she's a fan, which is cool. It's always great to have support. I don't know. I think she's gonna. I don't know. Cooper Jean just needs to keep his head in the game. That's all I want.
Listen,
That's
Coop
all I
needs
want.
love too. Coop needs
I'm not
love.
saying the brother man doesn't need love. She's very beautiful. She's very beautiful. But
Listen,
my
she's-
thing
she's
is when
quite-
you publicly get engaged for like a second time to the same guy, and then break up a couple weeks later, it's like, are we just gonna see this translate to Cooper DeJean, and then it's gonna fuck up us as a franchise? Fuck up his chance of getting that ring. If I want to see a ring on him, it's a Super Bowl ring. I don't give a damn about his wedding ring to her. I want to see a Super Bowl ring.
I love the heat, Drew.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. Cooper DeJean needs to get his head in the game. I will investigate. But yeah, I don't think she's good. I don't think she's good for the franchise or for the team. She can be a fan. She can be a fan. You know what I mean? That's
Well,
as far as it goes.
she's twice his age. And listen, I don't hate her game. I don't hate her game at all.
She has a type. She has a type.
If my son played on the Eagles as a 21-year-old, he is not getting married. He's not seeing anybody.
Oh heck no. No.
That is not happening.
No, not at all.
I don't care who she is.
Nope.
He's not
So
getting married.
No.
no, not at 21.
Oh,
Not
20.
no.
At 21, at 20, I don't care if you're 21, 31, 41. As long as you're playing, there's no reason to get married.
There's no reason.
Derek Jeter said this a million times. He did it the right way.
He did it the exact right way.
Derek Jeter dated every single woman that you could possibly date
Correct.
in this world. And you barely even knew about it. You
No.
barely knew. He made them sign NDAs. As soon as
You couldn't bring his cell phone in his house.
Here's your pen, and here's the piece of paper that you need to sign. You cannot say a damn thing about what went down.
Correct.
Be on your way.
Correct.
And then when he the year that he was about to retire, he gets married or engaged, and then he got married afterwards. That's the
That's the way to do it.
He has a beautiful roster.
Yes, he does.
Like
He
Mariah
does.
Carey, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Like there's like nobody
And-
that said
And you
Like,
never
yo.
heard any drama. No
Nope.
drama at all.
None.
Again, that's the
That's the way to
NDA,
do it.
though. That's the NDA.
So that's the way to do it. That's the Jeter way. We need to get Cooper on that
That's
Jeter
what.
plan.
That's all I'm saying. I just don't want him to go from Super Bowl champ to Super Bowl champ court case. That's all. I just don't want to hear that.
All right. Before we kind of talk about this how we think the Commanders game is going to go, I have one last thing.
One more thing.
One more thing.
One more thing.
So after the Eagles won a Super Bowl, Sirianni got a new deal. Well deserved. Saquon got his old contract was ripped up.
Correct.
They gave him a new deal.
That's right.
So this takes us to Jalen. When Jalen signed his deal, at the time he signed it, he was the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Right.
I think like a week later, he wasn't.
It's over with.
Where do you think he lands at right now?
As far as what?
High quarterbacks get paid. Like
He's like
the highest paid
like
quarterback.
12 or something, right?
Yep. I think it's 11 or 12. And not too many people ahead of him have Super Bowl rings, if you look at the list.
Right.
Well, that's just
So it's rumors that his agent will be asking the Eagles for a new contract.
For when? This year, no matter what happens this year? Or if they win?
Well, he got a Super like I don't know. I think win or lose, he's got his client has a Super Bowl. So, and he's young, and the Eagles win a lot. And the quarterback ahead of them don't win as much, and most of them don't have Super Bowl rings. If you look at the list, most of them don't have Super Bowl rings.
When quarterbacks,
That's the highest paid quarterback in NFL. He doesn't have a Super Bowl ring.
When quarterbacks get paid nowadays, like any quarterback that needs a new contract, like they either reset the market with the highest paid quarterback contract, or that team doesn't give it to him and some other team gives it to him. Like that's how it works. Like I don't think
that might be the case. He may ask for a trade.
I don't think that like anyone's going to be asking for more money or anything. Like that's just how it works nowadays. If you have a quarterback that can be your franchise guy, you pay him, you make him the highest paid. Like that's how it works. No.
Yeah, like where did you hear this rumor?
It's on a podcast.
Whose podcast?
The Philly special.
Oh.
You heard of
I've listened to them. I've listened to those guys.
Yeah. So do you think it's
now this is speculation from them?
This is from what's his name? Berman. I forgot his first name. Why am I drawing a blank?
Zach Berman?
Zach Berman. So I guess my question is, it's a salary cap league. Eagles got a lot of people to pay, especially on defense. Usually quarterbacks, those quarterbacks on those rookie deals, teams try to take advantage of that and like pay the rest of the players before they have to pay the quarterback. And that team is like pretty stacked until they have to pay the quarterback. Eagles were benefit from that for a little while. I mean, do you think he has let's say you're his agent. I mean, do you think he has a leg to stand on if he goes to the Eagles and say, listen, I want to rip up our deal. I want to make a new one. Dak should not be making more than Jalen Hurts.
Well, the Eagles could push back and be like, Jalen Hurts, your stats don't look like Dak's, even though, you have the championship and Dak doesn't. Like Dak's putting up the numbers to really back up his.
Wow.
whatever his.
If they said that, if I'm Jalen Hurts and they said that to me, I'd be like, trade me.
Listen. I don't know if. First of all, I don't know if Jalen or his camp would do that right now.
I think
don't
they're
know
doing
if
it.
that's the case.
I think they're going to do it. The 12th
Just
highest
think-
paid quarterback?
Dad,
but
that's
Chuck,
just
you're
how.
talking
But
about-
that's just
but
how
Chuck,
it works.
You're talking about the difference between number 3 and number 10
It's like
is $1 million. Or
Yeah.
No, read the
$100,000.
list. Read the list of quarterbacks, Noah.
Okay, but listen. So they can okay, fine. If they do it, they can work it around the cap. Hey, listen, we'll give you another $2 million. I don't know. We'll make you the 5th highest paid quarterback for extra $2 million. We'll put that as your signing bonus. Sure. I don't think that would be a problem.
Didn't you want to?
Yeah.
If I was Jalen,
But he's
if
asking
I was
for
Jalen, I'd be like,
$400 million. No.
Dad.
if I hold it, Noah. If I was Jalen, Troy, I would be like, didn't you want to give Quentin Grimes $30 million? And you're not going to give me a raise?
I didn't say I wouldn't give him a raise. But my guess is Jalen's not going to go in there and be like, "Listen, I need to be the highest paid quarterback, and I need to beat everyone by $900 million." I don't think that's going to be the case.
If he wins the Super Bowl, let's say he gets to that. No. Let's say he gets to. Go ahead, Noah. Go ahead, Noah.
I just gotta say, there's always like this one topic every episode that just makes me angry. Like, guys, it's so impressive.
No, it's two. It's
Anyways.
Embiid and Jalen Hurts.
No.
Those are the two.
No. It's not about it being Jalen Hurts.
Speak on it, Noah. Talk to us.
Okay, Dak gets paid $60 million a year. He's the highest paid quarterback. Jalen gets paid $51 million a year. And right above Jalen, it's Lamar at 52, Justin Herbert at 52.5, Brock Purdy at 53. Like, it's all up by like 1 million every person above him. And Hurts' contract is until 2028. Like, what? Why does he need to be asking for a new contract right now? Like, I just feel like this is whatever podcast you heard this on. It just sounded like
I'll send it to you.
I'll
put it in the chat.
They saw this and just wanted to say something to like try and like spark up something.
Right. Like we have
Would
to talk
you-
about something. So
Troy, would you
Yeah.
agree Zach Berman is a good reporter?
yes, he is.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he is.
He doesn't make stuff up.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean everything out of his mouth is necessarily
I just
true.
looked up this guy. I just looked at his face. Like, I just don't even trust this guy already. This is a good looking guy you're talking about?
No.
It wasn't him.
No, he's not the good guy.
Like,
What's the good looking guy's name, Troy?
This doesn't look like a guy I should trust.
Yeah,
right here.
NBC John. Oh, never mind. If you're reading that, that's fine.
He gives me ESP vibes.
What's his name?
Anyway,
John
so
from NBC Sports Philly.
I get it,
Yes,
but
John Clark.
John Clark, look him up. Good looking guy.
I know John Clark.
Yeah, no, I don't
He's
know.
like, okay.
I mean, Chuck's been drinking.
No,
He looks like
He looks like
Mr.
He looks like the Crimson Chin.
Mr. Incredible or something.
he looks like Will Levis in like 30 years.
30
Yo, we're killing this guy. He's done nothing. He's taking bullets. He's done nothing.
He's just reporting. He did the Slay report, so he's fine. So I just want to throw that there. I think it is a possibility, though.
That's fine.
Let's say NFC Championship game.
Chuck,
Wait,
He's going to ask for more money.
okay.
Why?
But again,
Here's
Chuck,
why.
we're
Here's
talking
why.
about-
If they didn't rip up Barkley's contract and then give him a new one, I don't think this would be an issue. But because they ripped up Saquon's contract and gave him a new one, I think Jalen's like, you know what? Where's my I was the Super Bowl MVP. Where's my new contract at?
I think they got Saquon Barkley at a bargain when they paid him in the first
But
place.
again,
And then he
listen.
had like
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Noah.
he had like arguably like the best running back season ever. They gave him a little more money. Now he's the highest paid running back ever. I don't that's not crazy to do.
It's
Jalen Hurts
leverage.
Jalen Hurts is not to be
Alright.
deserved to be the highest paid quarterback ever right now.
Cope, did you see it? Cope, were you looking that up? Did you see it online? Jalen Hurts
Yeah,
might be asked for a contract.
There are a bunch of articles that have been talking about it.
It's a thing.
But he wants.
So, does it benefit the Eagles in any way for them
Not
to
at all.
like their
Not at all.
salary cap space?
Nope. And they got a bunch of players to pay.
Well,
I guess they could like defer some money or something.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you can give him a new contract, or you can give him more money and have that in the form of a signing bonus for
Okay.
that particular contract.
Yeah, they could be creative. Yeah.
And
I
you
see
know,
that.
Howie Roseman, he's very creative when it comes to that. So,
Yeah,
like,
I think they'd be creative.
I don't think it
He
would
may
be-
even do it in a way where the Eagles get salary cap relief. They can give him more money, and they have more money under the cap.
I mean,
right, but like again, I don't think he's going to ask for another 10 to 15 million dollars, and I don't think he would ask to be the highest paid quarterback in the league.
I could see them like restructuring his contract. Like I can't see him
Or-
asking to be like the highest paid quarterback. Like, oh yeah, I need more money.
Yeah,
Because
well,
Howie likes to like backload the contract so like the later years have like a higher cap hit. Like that's how they did his contract. I think that's how they did Smitty and AJ's too. So they might restructure it like when it gets to like 2027, 2028 to like save money in a way. Maybe give him, I don't know, but like by that time he'll be like 30. Like who pays a 30-year-old quarterback?
Quarterbacks last forever, dude. If you're good, you last forever.
Do they?
yeah, look
Yep.
at Phillip Rivers.
Well, Jalen, he's a mobile quarterback, so as he gets older, he's not going to be as.
Yeah, it might be. He might be. He may not age as well. Like a Stafford. Yeah, he might not age like that. But to answer your question, why would he want to be the highest paid quarterback? I think we were talking about Mia earlier, and that most of the people who listen to the podcast care less about my daughter. But one of the things that I wish she would have is be a little more competitive. She doesn't compete like I want her to compete. She's out there having fun, and God bless her. I just want her to be a little more competitive. I think what makes great athletes is that they're very, very competitive. So when Jalen looks at that list, Noah, of quarterbacks who are making more, stop rolling your eyes, they're making more than him, I think I'm a competitive dude. Name me someone on that list that should be making more money than him. Tell me somebody on that list. If I'm Jalen, I'm like,
How
like,
much?
I bring that list to
You're talking
Howard.
about being-
Tell me what
I
player
think-
should be making more money than him.
Hold on. How
Is
much?
Josh Allen making
Dude,
more
we're
money?
spending too much time on this topic right now, and it's giving me a headache.
You don't.
How
If
much-
that's you. If you don't want to talk about Embiid, you don't want to talk about Jalen Hurts. Those are
I
the
would
players-
love to talk about them. You're talking about him asking to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL for some
And it's
because
a
we heard it on a
thing.
podcast.
I
It's
say
a thing.
I don't think he would ask to be the highest paid.
Like
But
he's
he
not.
probably would like to be in the top 5, right? That would be fair. And for him to be in the top 5, you have to give him a couple of extra million, and that's it.
Like
I
we're
want more
talking
than
about
Dak.
the guy.
If I would say I want more than Dak. I want
We're
$1
talking-
more than
It's not
Dak.
my money, so what do I care?
We're talking about the guy who said that he like wanted to make sure his contract was good, so like was team friendly, so he could have AJ and Devontae get their money too. Like, and you're talking about, oh, he's a competitive guy. I want to be the highest paid quarterback. I want to be higher than
That's
that.
exactly
you're
how your
talking.
father sounded. That's
You're
exactly how it
you're just
sounded.
talking right now, and it's just like I expected better from you. Like you're turning into these people.
That was your first mistake.
You shut up. All right, fine. We'll see. We'll see who's right. You know, I love patting myself on the back. You know, I love that. We'll revisit this. We'll revisit Jalen Hurts' contract.
Isn't the guy we're talking about the same guy that I just looked it up? He chose to live in a $2,000 a month apartment during the season. Like he doesn't care as much about money as he does winning.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So
That's a fact.
like
That's
he's not
crazy.
looking at other quarterbacks being paid more as a competitive advantage that they have over him. He cares about winning.
All right.
He says they get paid more, but did they win?
his agent will determine that he pays his agent to get him the money. We'll see what happens. And Kobe, relax. He's not living in Kensington. He's living he's living somewhere. He'll be all right.
Yo,
He'll be all right. All right. Actually, this is my last question. I know I have one more thing. This is a bonus last question to Kobe before if you guys want to give Commanders predictions.
One more thing.
Kobe. Tyler Hansborough or Vince Carter?
in what context? What are we talking about?
Their college careers.
I didn't watch Vince Carter.
You want to ask me that question?
Hold on. You don't watch Vince Carter?
He wasn't really.
That was 90. I guess you were. It wasn't. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
he was.
That was like 90,
2.
98.
Yeah, he was like 2 years old.
Okay.
So he didn't see Vince Carter playing Carolina. If you want to ask me that question, I'll answer.
Yeah, give it to me.
It's Hansborough. Not even close. It's not even close.
Boy.
No, Vince Carter. You're not a Carolina fan, so you don't know this. Vince Carter came in as their top-ranked recruit, and within a week, everyone in Carolina realized that he wasn't the best player on the team. It was Antoine
Jameson?
Jameson was by far and away a better Carolina Tar Heel than Vince Carter. Vince Carter was struggling for a lot of his first year, a lot of his second year. And what got him out of the struggle, and I don't know if you remember this game, it was number 1 Wake Forest against Carolina. I think Carolina was ranked number 3.
Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan. And Dean Smith started Vince Carter at center to play against Tim Duncan. And the lineup came out, and I'm like, Dean is losing it. Like he's an old man. He's losing it. Vince Carter went out and he destroyed Tim Duncan.
This was his what year? His freshman?
This was a sophomore year.
He only played 2 years.
Played 3.
No,
He played 3?
Played 2.
Played 3. He was a junior.
Really? He played 3?
He played 3 years?
I didn't think he played 3. I thought he played.
I didn't think he played 3 years either.
Drafted in 98. First year at Carolina was 95, 96.
Vince Carter played 3 years in college? That's why I don't watch college basketball anymore. You never get that.
But yeah, like that game turned his whole career around at Carolina. Like from there, it was just like a springboard. Like it just gave him the confidence that he could just go out there and play against anybody. He lacked a lot of confidence.
Did you foresee him being the pro that he became? Where he developed the outside shot. His handle got better. He was a creative passer.
Yeah.
Did you see all that happening?
You could kind of see that toward the end of his Carolina career. My thing with him was more consistency than anything else. It wasn't like the ability. It was like, could he be consistent game in and game out? Because sometimes he wasn't with Carolina. So that was my thing with him. But as far as the ability, yeah, like you saw that. And you figure, like, listen, Carolina guys, Dean Smith guys, they get better.
They get better.
As the years
I'll
go.
give Dean Smith that. They do get better.
Well, that's the only thing you give Dean Smith?
That was insane.
Well, he was so overrated. Would you agree his 2 championships were flukes? Fluke?
You know why, Chuck? Again, it's very hard to win a championship. Okay? But here's the thing for me. And when you take a look at all of his players, they were prepared to go to the next level. Sometimes he would sacrifice wins to get his player to the next level. Right? And if you don't believe me, all you got to do is listen to Pat Riley, who said, when you get a Carolina player, you know firsthand that they're going to be ready day one coming into this league. That's what Pat Riley said. right? It's the one difference between him, to me, and Coach K, where Coach K, like he would squeeze the most talent out of his players, and he would hide their weaknesses, completely hide their weaknesses, and develop all of their strengths. But they couldn't sustain it at the next level.
Yeah, Duke went like 2 decades without having like an impact NBA player. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the first impact player was Grant Hill.
Grant Hill, right?
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you, that's not, to me, that wasn't because of Coach K. Grant Hill was forced to play point guard his senior year because everyone got hurt, and I think that helped him develop his overall game.
Well, Bobby Hurley was
everything
gone.
for Duke, huh?
Yeah,
He
Bobby
did
Hurley was
everything
gone
for
too.
Duke, and when he came into the league, he just took off from there. So. Listen, don't get me started. I can talk about Carolina all day long. I can talk to Dean Smith. You
I know.
don't want to get.
We'll need a bonus clip for that. All
We
right,
need to get
let's
Tyrone
just
there
roll
to
into.
talk about UCLA.
I know.
Anyway, go ahead.
That's true. Shout out to Tyrone. Let's talk about what we're going to see from this game. Drew, you want to lead us off? What do you think is going to happen in this game? Give us a score prediction. What do you got? We're doing a podcast.
I know. I'm going to say 24-14. 24-14,
okay. See that?
No
Commanders? 24-14 Commanders?
I need at least.
Eagles.
I won't be happy unless we win like at least by like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You're
We're
never
way
happy.
better than them. I need us to get more push in the run game. I like some of the run game last week, but it still wasn't great. I still need more improvements in that area of the field. We need to take advantage of their weak corners because no one, Lattimore, I don't know who else do they have nowadays. Sanders still, none of them can touch and be able to touch our receivers. I need them tested down the field all game.
And their run defense is weak too.
I just need domination. Like I need them to get rolling for the playoffs because with how everything else is happening in the league, like this would be like, not saying there's no competition, but this would be one of the easiest possible runs that we could have, possibly. Like the Rams. No one in the AFC really scares me. Maybe the Broncos or the Bills just because they have Josh Allen, but like other than that, like I don't think
Broncos again.
Huh?
Did you?
If we see the Broncos in Super Bowl, I would love that matchup.
That'd be
maybe, but
actually, it would.
No, did you look up Chicago and Green Bay schedule?
Yeah, but then you started like bringing up like 7 more topics. So
just tell me what it is.
Oh, I lost it. I already took it down. But I think
look it up again.
I think the Bears, they play the Lions again. They play the Packers this week, and then they play someone else. The Packers play the Bears, Ravens, and the Vikings.
Yeah, there you go. So we need 2 Bear losses.
They play the Packers, the Niners, and the Lions.
Oh, Niners. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Who's that?
The Bears.
The Bears. That's a tough road.
Game. That's 3 tough games.
So the Eagles have a chance to get this. If they win out, they have to win out, and they'll get this. They'll get the number 2 seed. I just fear that.
I don't really care about this 2 seed unless we get the 1 seed. I don't care.
But they had the 2 seed last year. You get 2. You guarantee 2 home games. Nothing. That does nothing for you. You rather go to Seattle.
I feel like Seattle would end up facing. Wouldn't they face someone else before they face us, anyways? Like they would probably face the Rams.
Well, I'm talking about. Let's say
they would probably end up facing the Rams, right, or something.
No,
I think
it depends on how that division plays out. We could see Seattle, depending on where we are. We could see Seattle first game. We could see the loser.
I don't think we can see the first game.
No, I heard we possibly are seeing.
We could see the
49ers.
loser, depending on where we end up. we could see the loser of the NFC West.
Okay.
That's left in
In
the
the
playoffs,
first
and that's
round?
between the Rams and the Seahawks. I don't
Well,
want to see
as long as that game is at home,
Yeah, it'll
I'll
be
be
home.
okay with it. I would like the second game to be home too. So we'll see how that goes. So no, you want domination this week. I think you should lower your expectations.
No, we shouldn't.
Kobe, what's your prediction of the game?
I'm with Noah. They need to blow this team out like they should. They're coming off a blowout win against a team they should have beat handily, and they need to do the same thing. I don't like this game. This game makes me nervous. I feel like the Commanders are playing spoiler to the Eagles, winning the division. You know, we haven't had a back-to-back NFC championship in I don't know how long, like 2 decades. They're going to have that in their mind. They don't want to lose this game. They don't want us to win the division beating them. So on their home field, I don't like this game. But I think that the Eagles are going to show up, and I think they'll win by at least 3 touchdowns. That's my prediction.
3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
So you
The Eagles are going to score 3 touchdowns?
They scored 31 points in their last game.
I'm not saying I think the Eagles are going to blow them out. I said I want them to. I said I won't be satisfied unless they do that. That's what I said.
I think they're going to blow the brakes off the Commanders.
I would love to think
Wow.
that.
Yeah, Cole.
beat the brakes.
Love that confidence. Troy, what do you think?
But when I have confidence,
Beat the
it's I should get my hopes down though.
Pause, Kobe.
You didn't come that strong like Kobe did. Kobe came from the chest.
Hell, man.
Pause.
What did you say, Chuck?
What's your thoughts on the game?
I don't like the game either, just because it's the Commanders, and I know they're beaten up and have nothing to play for, but that makes them a more dangerous team. They can just go out there and just fling the ball around. And I don't like playing against Marcus Mariota. For some reason, he seems to play well against us. I don't know. It's weird.
It is a weird game.
It's a weird
I
game,
agree.
and I don't like the fact that we're gonna have to see him twice in 3 weeks. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
No,
My prediction.
No, to your point, I hope that they beat them handily. I don't know if it's going to happen, but you know, I want to. You know what? More than anything, I want to see improvement.
Mhm.
This team still has to improve to me. I need to see improvement.
I don't want any.
Listen, my prediction.
If you're beating by 10 points, but there's improvement throughout the game offensively, I'm all right with that.
The last time they went to Washington was last year when Jalen Hurts got hurt and they lost. They're going to be thinking about that. They got to use that.
Listen,
Best believe Nick Sirianni is going to have them in leading up to this game. He's going to be playing those highlights and using that as motivation.
Speaking of, I'm sorry, Chuck, before you go, has anyone been watching the Hard Knocks NFC East? I haven't watched one episode yet.
Neither have I.
Okay.
I started watching.
I heard it's Eagles, like a lot of Eagles stuff. They're barely talking about the Giants and the Commanders. It's like Eagles and Cowboys. A lot of Eagles, Cowboys.
Yeah, they kick it off with the Eagles. Like the first 10 minutes is Eagles, and then they go to the Giants for a little bit, and they go right back to the Eagles. Nick Sirianni is hilarious, not in a good way. He makes me laugh and like unintentionally. Just he's a clown.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, the Eagles have been depressing me. I didn't want to watch it, but now if they beat Washington, I'll probably watch it. I think on Saturday, I think that stadium's going to be filled with Eagles fans. If I'm a Commanders fan, if they even attempt to win this game, I will be pissed off. I want to I'm not saying it's tank, but what are we doing? Why would you want to win? Like, why would you want to affect our draft position at all?
The standings of all the NFL.
So I think at some point the players going to think about the offseason.
Yeah, no
I
shot.
think it may be close early on, but I think the Eagles are going to pull away. Yeah, last year was tough when we went down there, but they don't have Jalen Daniels at all. So I think the Eagles will pull away. I think it'll be tight early, and then Eagles going to go ahead. The fans are going to be going crazy. We'll walk out there with a confident win. I don't think a blowout, but they'll win by a couple touchdowns. I don't think about 3 touchdowns. I think Noah will be happy though after the game. That's all that matters.
All right.
I'm sure Embiid will be there with Josh Harris in the Josh Harris box. So Noah, you'll be in your glory.
No, you better put Embiid in a bubble.
I've only been happy after one Eagles game all year, so we'll see.
Which game?
The Rams game.
Oh, really? Okay.
What about the Raiders game?
It's the Raiders.
All right. You guys want to talk about the Sixers before we get out of here?
Sure.
I mean, they haven't really been playing recently, so I don't know.
I do. The only thing I really want to talk about is,
McCain.
and I mentioned this. Yeah, I want to talk about McCain.
I don't understand why. Like he's coming off a major knee injury. Like you can't expect him to play.
Major.
And listen, you know what it is? He gave us a false sense of hope as far like when he came out the gate, he didn't play great.
You don't think it was real?
No. I'm talking about after the injury. I'm talking about this year. He came out the gate, he didn't play well, and all of a sudden he started playing almost like he played last year. And I guess we expected that to continue. But like this, he's got a lot of recovery to do. And it's going to affect his game. Like he's not 100%. He's going to have his ups and downs. And I'm not worried about him as far as his play. The one thing I do worry about is I don't know how much playing time he's going to get because he is starting. He's not starting off with the rest of the team, right? With the rest of the guards. The rest of the guards right now are ahead of him. So
why can't he get any burn? Why can't get any burn with Maxi's not in playing? That's what I'm confused about. I can understand when Maxi's there, they're not playing much. When Maxi's not playing, he can't even like
Chuck, because again,
get 25 minutes.
Because he's not 100%. He's not 100% yet. I think if this was last year's McCain, yeah, the ball would be in his hands. But he's not there yet. He's just not there yet.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I could be dead wrong, but that's what I think.
So you think it's
I think it's more
like
injury, like recovery related more than anything else. And I think that's the reason why he's having his ups and downs. Obviously, that's the reason why he's having his ups and downs. And then nurses, he probably doesn't trust him 100% right now. So
what did you think of this goes to all of you guys, of PG's performance against Atlanta, in particular the last shot, the fadeaway 3 from the corner?
That made me mad. I was like, what are you doing?
That was like the worst shot I've ever seen. He was feeling himself.
He was feeling himself. I was more upset that he dribbled for 20 seconds of that shot clock and he went nowhere. He went absolutely nowhere.
Yeah. He didn't want to get a rock up at all.
But you know what pissed me off even more than that?
What?
We got the rebound and passed it out to a wide open Joel Embiid, and he didn't shoot it.
Yeah.
Make or miss the shot, but you have to shoot it.
That was weird though. I thought he would shoot it. Yeah.
Because then you passed it to Grimes, and he had to force up a bad shot. Grimes got the last 2 shots of the game, which is asinine to me.
You would think he would be used to that because he shoots so quick.
What?
He shoots so quick. You would think he'd be used to like taking that last second shot because every shot's like it's his last second shot.
I don't think he's used to anything.
But that
everything seems brand new to him on the basketball court. Oh, what's this ball? Oh, I get to have it. Oh, what do I do next? He's a maniac.
Hey, listen.
So
Paul George's shot pissed me off, but Embiid not taking that shot pissed me off more.
Got it. Let me ask you guys this question. The same question I asked about the Eagles. And I know it's early. They only play like 25% of the season, if that. What would you be at this point? What would you be happy with, like the Sixers ending their season? First round, second round, is it championship or bust? What would you be? Okay, listen, I'm happy with what they did this year.
A championship.
A
Yeah.
championship?
I would be ecstatic with a championship. I'd be happy if they finished the season.
A
healthy.
championship?
It's been 40 plus years.
Yes.
So would you?
Daddy,
fine.
I've never seen them
Fine.
win a ring. I've seen the Phillies. I
Don't
saw
call
the
me.
Eagles twice.
We were Mia's age when the Sixers
last
won
time
the
Sixers-
championship.
Noah, you were still a cell. I was still a cell. That's how long it's been.
I don't listen.
So I know
Oh,
what we
you
want,
were a
but
cell.
what would you be happy with? Troy, you're saying a championship?
All right, I would be pleasantly surprised if they got to the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7. I'm going to be freaking hugely disappointed when they lose it. But once all that dies down and it's a month later, I'm like, yeah, you know what? They did all right. They did more than I expected. Like, I don't expect them to go past the second round. I got to be honest.
Wow, Eastern Conference. I thought you were gonna say like stay out of the playing game or something, but you're saying Eastern Conference. Right? No, what do you think?
I mean, we're not dealing with LeBron James anymore.
Yeah, like the East is wide open. I don't care what
If
I
they
don't care
win a,
what's going on in New York. I don't care what's going on in Detroit. Well, Detroit scares me a little bit, but that's about it.
In a series, they don't really scare me if the Sixers are healthy.
In the
if
series,
they
series,
win
I
a
don't wanna
playoff
see
series,
I don't want to see Cade Cunningham in a series.
That's valid.
I don't. Go ahead, Noah.
if they win a playoff series, I'll be surprised.
Wow.
Why? What do you expect?
I hate the Sixers.
I quite honestly, I would be happy. I'm on like the same level as Noah. If they stayed out of the play-in and got like a first round, if they got a first round,
Let me ask you a question, Chuck. You're basing that off of Embiid's health
a little bit, yeah.
and Paul George's health.
Troy, the NBA playoffs is so long. We talked about this last year. Do you see Embiid like lasting?
I see Embiid lasting if you can ramp him up, if you play him in back-to-backs. But no, like if you keep holding him out, if he plays one game and then he's off the next 3 games, and he plays 2 in 7 days, and then
Yeah.
he's off in another 2 games. Yeah, it's not gonna last. I mean, that's bullshit.
I think we need to write into the Sixers to have them create an in-game minutes restriction for Embiid, because it just makes too much sense, and we've talked about it for so long.
Yeah. So you're absolutely right. So this week they play the Knicks on Friday. I'm sure he's going to play, and then they play back to back against who do they play? They play somebody back to back, and he's not going to play. But why can't Troy's plan? Why can't he just? He doesn't need to start. Let's get him 10 minutes in the game somewhere. But that's not going to happen. He's not going to play. PG might not even play that game. I would guess. Who do they play the second game?
So they play the Knicks, then they played
Play
Dallas,
Mavericks.
and then Brooklyn, and then Chicago.
But that Knicks Maverick game is back to back, right?
Back to back. That's at home.
Yeah. Somebody like PG and Embiid may not have been playing that game.
Yeah,
The Maverick game.
but they should.
So-
They should just play less
They
minutes.
should. I think
And
they're
I
so
guess-
worried about their averages.
Is it hard because you're tempted to play them more?
Okay.
Depending on how the game goes, you might want to put them in the fourth. And they might want to play even. Like, is that something that comes into the?
Probably. And I think Nick Nurse is super competitive too, so he might want to like play them more, but I think it's a healthier option long term if they just, hey, you're only playing against the Mavs, you're only paying 12 minutes.
But Chuck, you just mentioned something. It was a great point. You said They're worried about their averages. If they're worried about their averages, they're not going to win anyway.
Yeah.
They're not going to win. That means you're not willing to sacrifice for your team.
Yeah.
And your team.
Yeah.
So you know what? Just I don't need to see it.
I could totally see that though being the case.
Yeah, I think that's a lot to do with it.
Yeah, well,
Which is weird because like PG and Embiid, they got their contracts. I can understand paying for legacy a little bit, but Embiid and Troy, and again, I know I defer to Troy a lot for this, guys. He's just seen a lot more basketball than you guys have. Can you name, and this is going to get Noah upset, but can you name a more accomplished NBA player who hasn't been to at least the conference finals?
Has Dominique been to a conference final?
Yeah, he remember they played Boston in that epic series.
That was the semifinal. I thought that was the
I
semifinal.
thought that was
I think that was the semifinal.
I thought it was the Eastern Conference Finals.
No, because I think after that Boston played Detroit, if I'm not mistaken.
He never made the
maybe.
Eastern Conference
Maybe.
final.
He
Okay.
never did. Yeah. Yeah.
Neek never did it.
No.
Okay.
If I think long enough, I'm pretty sure I can name somebody. But to your point, Neek is not as accomplished as Embiid.
Wait, who'd you guys say?
Individual.
I said, name me a player
No, who did you
as
guys say?
accomplished as Embiid.
Who did you guys say?
He got
Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique.
Yeah, he's not as accomplished as Embiid.
Yeah, I guess someone with an MVP. I guess that's the way to put it.
MVP.
No, I can't.
No.
Yeah. So when we talk about like his averages and his legacy, his legacy should be getting out of the second round of the playoffs. Like that should be his goal, instead of like making sure his average is at a certain point. And again, I don't know if he's thinking that way. That's the only I don't know the reason. Troy, what your plan makes too much sense for them to not try it. You know what I mean?
Listen, I should have been running the Sixers like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, you would have traded Barkley for Penny Hardaway. And then
we wouldn't have traded Barkley for Penny Hardaway, but we would have had at least 4 chips already if I ran the Sixers. Easy.
And Ed Cota at point guard.
Ben Simmons.
At some point.
If I was running the Sixers, Ben Simmons
What?
might have been traded after the second season. Not because I didn't like him, because I loved him. But I would have seen that, you know what, this guy's he's not a winner. He's not going to win. Maybe not the second season, but third season.
I was about to say.
Would you have kept Jimmy?
When he came back like that third season, and he didn't get any better. He didn't do anything. You see all the videos of him shooting, and he wouldn't shoot. That year, Brett Brown was like, I want him to shoot 10 threes a game. And he went out and he didn't shoot another 3 for like 30 games. That's when I would have been like, you know what? This guy, there's something going on with him.
But he was all MVP, all NBA at one point.
I would have got the most I could for him. I would have went to Milwaukee and been like, hey, you guys want to trade Giannis for Ben Simmons? They would have slammed the door in my face. But that's the first thing I would have done.
Would you have kept Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler would still be on the team. Tobias Harris would not. Tobias Harris, during a Miami Heat game, he was trying to prove himself. They were winning the game by 3 points with the ball, 20 seconds left. He had a fast break, and I'm like, okay, great. He's going to hold up. He went and tried to dunk it. Missed the dunk. Tyler Hero came down, knocked in a 3 to tie the game. They lose in overtime. From that point on, I was out on Tobias Harris. I was like, he's not a winning player. He's just not a winning type of player.
I think it's unfair. I think it's
not unfair. It is not unfair.
No. I think it's unfair that you are saying when he asked you about Jimmy Butler, and you said you
Yes.
wouldn't have kept
Okay.
Tobias.
My point. My
They
point.
weren't. Smart Sixers fan know that wasn't the case.
Okay.
The reason they got rid of Jimmy is because of Ben, not because of Tobias.
But hold on. But because they got rid of Jimmy, they felt like they needed to give Tobias Harris a contract because they didn't want to lose him either.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That I agree with. I agree with.
So yeah, Jimmy Butler would have stayed on his team simply because it was easy for Embiid to see that he was the leader and defer to him. He deferred to him in the locker room, and he deferred to him in crunch time games. Right? So like for me, I don't think Embiid is the greatest leader. He's a great player. I don't think he's the greatest leader. He needs someone else to kind of lead him along, which is the reason why you see Max take the reins right now.
Yeah, totally agree.
And Embiid is like, he's like, yeah, Max, you take over, because it's just not his personality, right? So Jimmy Butler would have been a perfect person next to Embiid, in my opinion. And
I agree. I love Jimmy.
Troy, it's interesting. You see that like in I don't know if you see it in your world. I see it like in my work world. I think some people who have the highest sales, or they have like better numbers than most people, think, oh, they must be a leader because their numbers are higher. And that's almost never the case. Because they can have a skill to do that one thing doesn't mean they can lead people.
No,
and I think Embiid is like that, where he's so good, he must be a leader, and he's just not. Iverson was a little like that too. Barkley was a little like that as well. They were the best players, they just weren't the leaders. I think it was no coincidence when the Sixers got Rick Mahorn with Barkley. They were really good.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, and I don't think Iverson really had anyone who like.
To me, the perfect pairing for Iverson would have been KG.
Oh,
that would have been a perfect pairing for Iverson.
Oh my God, complete opposite in terms of work ethic. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like what? Not Duncan. Not Duncan. It would have been Kevin Garnett. Iverson needed someone like Kevin Garnett next to him.
Correct.
Right. And Duncan was a better player, but he needed someone like Garnett.
Yeah. So I
but
think,
yeah, like I Chuck, to your point, I see it all the time in my business. Matter of fact, a person just left our firm. He was a great producer, and he became head of the desk, but like he didn't have the personality, the wherewithal, he just didn't have it.
Yeah.
To lead other men, to lead other humans.
Absolutely.
Effectively.
Guys, you're going to see that a lot in your lives, where they're going to people who maybe you'll be that producer, or you may have someone you work with that's a producer, and some reason the people above think, oh, that person is producing, they must be a leader. And it's not. It's rarely the case. I mean, sometimes it is the case, but it's not always the case. And you see it in sports a lot, where the best players expected to lead, and Sixers had a ton of them. Doc was the exception. But most of the superstars, Sixers have had generational talent, and unfortunately, they weren't generational leaders like a Kevin Garnett.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my best player not being the leader, as long as there's another leader in the locker.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yes. But I think that's why they got rid of Jimmy, is because they just thought, well, Embiid's the best player, he's just going to lead. And that wasn't the case. They needed someone like Jimmy. I know Jimmy's he's a little more bad too, but
you think that's the reason why they got rid of him?
I think it's part of it. I think it's part. I don't think it was the only reason, but I think it's part of it.
I think more than anything, he made Ben and Brett Brown uncomfortable.
Yeah. That was the number one reason.
That was number one. I don't think we chose Tobias Harris over him. Like I think that's what you thought I was saying. No, I knew we signed Tobias Harris because we let Jimmy Butler go and they felt they needed to sign somebody else. But I think
They
we let Jimmy Butler go.
They can get rid of both. Yes.
Yeah, I think we let Jimmy Butler go because he made Brett Brown and Ben Simmons uncomfortable.
Yeah. Good point.
Sixers
Speaking of uncomfortable, it was really tough without you, Kobe, like being our point guard today. I was like a swing man running point. But
No, you did a good job.
Yeah, you did well, like Penny Hardaway.
You did a good job, Papa.
No, I wouldn't say Penny Hardaway.
more like I don't know, give
more
me
like a
like
Wes Matthews.
Wow. Connecticut on Bridgeport, by the way. Bridgeport, Wes Matthews.
Wes Matthews Sr.
Wes Matthews Sr. That's right. Bridgeport. He's a legend. He's a legend in Connecticut.
Much better than Wes Matthews.
Yes. But shout out to Wes Matthews. Guys, we are coming to an end of our, I think this is our 28th podcast. We'll be back to recap the Eagles game against the Commanders. After that, we'll see. Like it may be the end of the year for us. We might not reconvene again until 2026. It's been a great year so far. We'll talk more about that at our next podcast. But for right now, we're ending it, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Guys, great job today, Kobe. Thanks for letting me run point for a little while. Hope to get you back soon in the big chair. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.